This is the first in a series of videos about solving for values in basic electrical circuits using Ohm's law. Ohm's law has three variables. E represents voltage, E stands for electromotive force, I represents current, I stands for intensity, R represents resistance. Resistance can be referred to as a load, or the component that's being energized. In this case, we'll be using LEDs. Resistance is also represented by the omega sign. There are three primary formulas that should be memorized. There's a lot of variations that we use in different circuits, but we're using most of the same values of voltage, current, and resistance. The basic formulas are voltage equals current times resistance, current equals voltage divided by resistance, and resistance equals voltage divided by current. Until you get those memorized, there's a nice memory device you can use. This is a little graphical representation. The triangle with a V on top, voltage, I to the left, current, and resistance to the right. And the formulas are down here. All you do is you place a finger or your thumb on the value that you want to get. Voltage equals current times resistance. Current equals voltage divided by resistance. Resistance equals voltage divided by current. There are a lot of variations of these formulas as we get into this further, but usually you want to use some type of resource. This is a common one, the Uglies book. These are many of the variations. So we'll do a little review here before we get going on solving for some values. We have to think of electricity. We don't have to, but it can be thought of as water flowing through a hose. Voltage is like the pump. It produces pressure. That's why it's called electromotive force. Current is like the water flowing through the pipe. And resistance to the flow of electrical current in a wire is like a point where the hose becomes narrow and water pressure increases at this point. I'll show you the picture here. So voltage, flow, resistance, back to the source. This is a series circuit description. A series circuit is called a voltage divider. The total voltage has to be divided between the loads. And in this case, we'll look at light bulbs. So we have 120 volts. This is the battery or outlet. The current flows through and around, and it goes through the resistance, which is the load. And in this case, we have a 40-watt bulb, or 40 volts dropped here, 45 volts dropped here, and 35 volts dropped here. 40 plus 45 plus 35 equals 120. That's why it's called a voltage divider. There's some specific rules to follow when you're solving these circuits. And again, these should be memorized. The rules for series circuit include current. Anywhere you measure in the circuit, it should be constant, should be the same. Voltage is distributed between the loads, as we just saw in the diagram. Total resistance is the sum of each resistor or each load in the circuit added together, the sum. Total power, which we'll take a quick look at the end of this video, is equal to the sum of the power in each resistor, in each load. Okay, so we'll be solving for some missing values. Remember, we're looking at three values. Anytime two of the three are known, we can solve for the missing value. So in this circuit that I've drawn, this pretty picture, we have a 120 volt power supply. We have three bulbs. One bulb is 40 volts. One has 2 amps. One has 30 ohms of resistance. Now, one of the nicest ways to do this, to stay organized, is to use a chart. And I need to get my pencil to fill in the chart. The chart is divided, in this case, into 4 columns: voltage, current, resistance, and totals, and 1, 2, 3, indicating the loads. So in this case, we know we have 120 volts total. We have 40 volts at the first load and 2 amps at the second and 30 ohms at the third. So we need to fill in the values that we already have. Okay, and using the rules, current is the same everywhere. So we can assume there's 2 amps here, 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 and here. Now there are several columns where we have 2 values. So we can begin figuring these out. For here we know total voltage is 120, 2 amps. So we can find resistance by using those basic formulas. R equals E over I. 120 divided by 2 equals 60. So we have 60 ohms of resistance total. Of that, 30 are already present in the third load. So we can look elsewhere, and if we want to find total voltage, we're missing voltage for the third load, we can just multiply these two. 30 times 2 is 60 volts. And in the column for the first load, we also have 2 values, and we're looking for resistance. Resistance equals voltage divided by current. 40 divided by 2 is 20. We have 20 ohms. So in this row, we have the values that we can figure out what this missing value is. The total has to equal the sum of these 3. So we have 50 ohms here, so we're missing 10. Okay, 20, 10, 30 equals 60. Now we are missing the voltage here, and there's 2 ways you can do that. Voltage equals current times resistance. That's going to be 20. Or you can just look at this and add these together. 60 plus 40 is 100. That leaves 20. Okay, so now we have all of our information. Now, one of the qualities of a series circuit is that voltage, total voltage, is divided. I built a circuit to show what happens if we remove a load. So again, at number 1, we had 40 volts. Number 2, we had 20 volts. Number 3, we had 60 volts. I have a series circuit built, and if we divide the voltage between 3 bulbs, there's not enough voltage. It's divided too sparsely to light. If we do 2, we get a little dimness from each. But if we only have 1 load, it's good and bright. If I can get the lead in here. So 1 gets all the voltage. 2, it's split between 2, so we get a little voltage in each. And 3, there's not enough to go around. If you remember the old days, like in the Christmas trees, The Christmas lights, if you took one of these out in the center, you'd have to find out by checking each bulb which was out. But that's the old days. So hopefully this will help as we move into solving parallel circuits. The little more complicated math, again, know your Ohm's law, and you'll do okay.